Hi, I'm Doreen McCafferty from Holistic Wellness from Within, and I have decided that I would like to be sharing some health information to you via video. So you will be getting newsletters with links to the videos that I'm going to be sharing on various health topics and maybe questions that you have that I can also address. They will be fairly short for the most part, and if you are interested, you just will go to the newsletter, open up the link, and be able to listen to or watch the video that is going to share the information. Now, because if you're like me, I do listen to a lot of things without necessarily looking at the video, so many times there will not be too many things that you need to see, and you'll just be able to listen if that works for you. I will be downloading this information, these videos, through Rumble because that is a censor-free platform. So you have a link to Rumble, and that way, if any sensitive information is shared, it will not be deleted from that platform. So today, what I thought I would do is start off by sharing some very basic information that I'm looking for when I do hair analysis testing. So why is a hair analysis so important? Well, of course, there are many, many reasons, but today we're going to look at one of the most important pieces of information that I get when I receive a report, and that is your oxidation rate. Now, keep in mind that a hair analysis is looking at what's happening at the cellular level in your body. And quickly, let me just say that blood is always changing. It changes every time you eat something or just constantly, and it changes very quickly. However, it does take a while for cellular change to take effect. And what we see in the hair is what's happening at the cellular level. It is often is completely contradictory to what you'll see on a blood test. And that's why, for the most part, I do use a hair analysis to see what's going on in the body because I'm looking into what's happening at the deeper level, the cellular level. So we could talk about that if you have questions, but that is why I choose to use HTMAs, hair tissue mineral analysis. Now, when your report comes back, you will know when you get the chart that there on the bottom of the chart, there are categories here for your oxidation rate. So you have mixed, fast, and slow oxidation rates, and that is important information that I need to see because that information is telling me what kind of program I need to give you and what supplements, specific supplements that you are going to need based on that oxidation rate. So let me talk to you a little about each oxidation rate. Mild or slow oxidizers are Slow oxidizers simply means that your body is not processing things very quickly and the cells are very rigid. If your cells are rigid, it's very hard for nutrients to get into the cells and it's very hard for toxins to get out. So the body may be trapping toxins in various tissues and organs that can often cause issues. And also, again, the nutrients, even if you're eating really good food, are not getting into your body. Well, fast oxidation is exactly the opposite. Things are moving very quickly through the body. The cells are flimsy, and so everything just permeates the cell. And therefore, minerals move out of the cells instead of staying where they need to be, so they're moving in and out too quickly, and toxins are moving in and out of the body very quickly as well. Also, fast oxidizers tend to have the body break down faster than it's repairing. And of course, we don't want that. In general, where you would really want to be ideally is on the high end of slow oxidation, meaning that you were just at the tipping point of going into fast. And that would be the healthiest oxidation rate for one to have. Now, even if you achieve that, it doesn't mean that you would stay there forever. You don't just get there and then never look at a program again because your body's always changing. It's changing every day, every minute, and as long as you are breathing. With every breath, we're changing. The body's looking for homeostasis. So even if you have a really good report and you're moving in the right direction or you get really close to balanced oxidation, you're going to want to stay in a program so that you can continue moving in that direction because various stresses and of course life brings different things to us at different times will move you further away maybe from that point. At some point you might move again back into either too fast or too slow of an oxidation rate. And so by looking at what you need, you can constantly be adjusting, or I can constantly adjust and adapt your program for you. Now, within each oxidation rate, there are three categories. There are mild, moderate, and extreme, and they're pretty much exactly what they sound like. They are based off of two numbers. Your oxidation rate comes from two ratios. It comes from your calcium to magnesium ratio, which is considered to be your thyroid ratio, and your sodium to magnesium ratio, which is your adrenal ratio. That gives me your oxidation rate. So, depending on how far those numbers are away from ideal, that tells me if you're mildly slow, if you're moderately slow, or if you're extremely slow. And the same with fast. Are you mild, moderate, or extreme? And then that helps me also fine tune the program that you will get for the right supplements that you actually need to move the oxidation rate in the right direction. Now, most people, before they get into hair mineral analysis and understand the science behind what I do and why I build programs the way I do, are simply taking supplements willy-nilly. They're just taking things because they heard they were good for them. But many supplements are not good for you just because it was good for someone else. It's only good for you if it's exactly what you need. And please keep in mind that Dr. Eck, Paul Eck, who's no longer with us, but he did a course, as we know. He was the founder of Analytical Research Laboratories, and he also then founded Endemit Supplements, which is a part of Analytical Research Laboratories. And the supplements that he designed were created in the perfect ratios to move your oxidation rate in the right direction. So it's really miraculous. You are not going to find the right ratios of these supplements one to another and from any other form or any other company. So please keep that in mind. That's why I use them. That's why I refer to Dr. X's work and the work that he did to give us these really great products that move our body in the right direction. Now, your initial test, of course, gives me your initial oxidation rate, but then I give you a retest date. And many people come up with 100 excuses for not retesting on time. They say things like, well, I didn't follow my program, or I only did it for a while, or I didn't start it on time. I didn't start my supplements till 2 months after you gave them to me. That is really irrelevant because no matter what you do or don't do with what I share with you, your body's going to change. It's always trying to change and it's always moving. So as long as you're living and breathing, your body's changing. What I'm trying to do is move your body in the right direction. So I need you to make sure that you retest on time so that we see if changes have occurred that require changes in the supplements that you're taking so that you're on the right program. This is really, really important. And it is a piece that many people don't understand and often really think that they don't need to address. But trust me, you really do need to retest in a timely manner. Now, typically, slow oxidizers should retest 4 months out and three months for a fast oxidizer because they change a little more quickly. So those are the time frames I give you. So please, when you get your program, follow that advice on retesting on time and make sure that you just really pay close attention to that. If you have any questions about it, please always contact me and I'll be glad to help you. Now, you can purchase, if you're a new client, you can purchase a hair mineral analysis where you get both the report and program design shared with you. I share everything through audio file and answer all your questions if needed through either email or a phone call if you prefer. And you can purchase that at www.holisticlifestyleconsulting.com. So please make sure you go to www.holisticlifestyleconsulting.com to purchase your hair analysis or your retest. Please note that if you're retesting, you do get a discount on the cost of the test. So that is a perk to all people who are following their programs. Also, I have a contact page there, and I want you to feel free to use that, because if you have questions or subjects that you would like me to talk about in these short videos, please send them over to me or send me an email. Some of you have my direct email address. Send me an email or contact me through the contact page and let me know what you would like me to share with you or topics you may like me to discuss on these audio files. So please look for more newsletters that will be coming out with audios attached to them. You can listen, you don't have to watch, but if you choose, you can. And certainly contact me if you need any assistance whatsoever, as I am always here to help. Please keep in mind, I think I might have missed talking about the mixed oxidation rate, which is a combination of someone who has the CAK and NAMG numbers. So let's say the calcium to potassium numbers are moving in one direction and the sodium to magnesium numbers are moving in the other, which puts you somewhere between slow and fast. However, with those people, I figure out which oxidation rate you're closer to. Are you closer to being slow or are you closer to being fast? And that will help me devise your program. So again, if you have any questions whatsoever, contact me. I look forward to speaking with you and I look forward to helping you. Please share this with your friends, your family, anybody you know who might be interested in hair mineral analysis. And thank you so much for working with me and for tuning in to Holistic Wellness from Within.